Stellar is worth 2.0072 rands per coin, with a current cost range of 1.9695 rands per coin. 2.0336. The previous day's nearby was 2.0135 and the significant figure was 0.00630.31. Expected cost 4 days from now and month. On Monday, July 31st, the quote is 1.96 rounds with a high of 2.10 rounds and a low of 1.82 rounds. On Tuesday, August 1st, the stellar gauge was 2.13 rounds, with a high of 2.28 rounds and a low of 1.98 rounds. On Wednesday, August 2nd, the stellar gauge was 2.19 rounds with a high of 2.34 rounds and a low of 1. On Thursday, July 27th, the stellar gauge cost 2.12 rands, with a high of 2.27 rands and a low of 1.97 rands. According to a multi-week forecast, the expense for Friday, July 27 st is 2.35 rands, with a high of 2.51 rands and a low of 2.19 rands. On Monday, July 31st, the stellar gauge cost 2.39 rands, with a high of 2.56 rands and a low of 2.22 rands. On Tuesday. On Thursday, July 27th, 2.29 stellar expenses were incurred. 2.57 pounds tall, 2.75 burden. Friday, July 28th, 2.39 eternal cost, 2.57 rand excessive, 2.75 freight, 2.39 celestial figure in approximately 14 days at a cost of 2.57 rand, 2.75 high burden, 2.39 stellar cost expectation. On Monday, July 31st. Cost 2.69 rands high, 2.88 low, 2.50 stellar cost expectation. On Tuesday, August 1st, cost 2.76 rands high, 2.95 low, 2.57 stellar cost expectation. On Wednesday, August 2nd, cost 2.74 rands high, 2.93 low, 2.55 stellar cost expectation. On Thursday, July 27th, cost 2.74 rands high, 2.93 low, 2.55 stellar cost expectation. On Friday, July 27 st, cost 2.79 rands. Stellar forecast for Tuesday, August 1st was 2.67 rands with a high of 2.86 and a low of 2.48. Stellar forecast for Wednesday, July 26th was 2.55 rands with a high of 2.73 and a low of 2.37. Stellar forecast for Thursday, July 27th was 2.52 rands with a high of 2.70 and a low of 2.34. Stellar forecast for Friday, July 28th was 2.48 rands. In about a month, the high will be 2.65 and the low will be 2.31. Stellar price forecast for Monday, July 31st. 2.51 rands, high 2.69, low 2.33. Stellar price forecast for Tuesday, August 1st, 2.31 rands, high 2.47, low 2.15. Stellar price forecast for Monday, July 31st, 2.31 rands, high 2.47, low 2.15. Stellar price forecast for Tuesday, August 1st. 2.31 rands, high 2.47, low 2.15. Stellar price forecast for 2.36. Stellar cost forecast for the month of July 27.70. Stellar cost forecast for the month of August 2023 with an initial cost of 2.51 rands, exorbitant costs of 3.11, and low cost costs of 2.15, they arrived at the midpoint of the cost range. 2.67 stellar cost indicator for the months and 2.91 alteration for August 1st. 5.9 stellar cost expectation for September 2023 in the first place cost at 2.91 rand, exorbitant costs 3.54 while low cost 3.17. Stellar cost gauge toward the months and 3.31 change for September. 13.7 stellar gauge for October 2023 in the first place cost at 3.31 rand, exorbitant cost 3.75, while low cost 3.26 that have found the middle value of cost 3.46 cost gauge toward the months and 3.50 change for October 3.21. Monthly stellar cost measurement and 3.03 November change of 13.4% stellar gauge for December 2023 at 3.03 rounds overpriced 3.76 and underpriced 3.03. They came in at the midpoint of cost. 3.33 stellar monthly expenditure number and 3.51 December change 15.8% stellar price forecast for January 2024 began at 3.51 rands, with a high of 3.80 and a low of 3.30. They arrived at the midpoint with a price of 3.54 stellar price figure for the months and 3.55% change for January. Stellar figure for February 2024 initially cost at 3.55 rands, excessive cost 4.41, while low cost 3.55 B arrived at the midpoint of cost 3.91 stellar figure for the months and 4.12 change for February 16.1%. Initially priced at 4.12 rams, with a high of 4.48 rams and a low of 3.90 rams. The average price for the trek in 2024 was 4.90 rams. 4.17 stellar cost figure toward the months and 4.19 change for spring. 1.7 stellar gauge for April 2024 to begin with cost at 4.19 rams, exorbitant cost 4.56, while low cost 3.96. They found the middle value of cost 4.24 stellar cost gauge toward the months and 4.26 change for April. 1.7 stellar cost forecast for May 2024 to begin with cost at 4.26 rands, high priced 4.47 and low priced 3.89. They arrived at the median price. 4.20 stellar price forecast for the upcoming months and 4.18 change for May. 1.9 stellar price forecast for June 2024 with the initial price at 4.18 rands. The most expensive price at 5.19, and the least expensive price at 4.18. Excellent forecast for the conclusion of the month. 4.85 difference for June. 16.0 stellar price prediction for July 27-24 with the most expensive price at 4.85 rands and the least expensive at 4.12 rands. Bitcoin price prediction as the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision gets closer. Has Bitcoin already hit bottom? The next meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, is planned for Wednesday. And market participants are eagerly waiting to see what happens and how it might affect Bitcoin and other financial assets. As the FOMC meets to decide on the federal interest rate, the cryptocurrency market is tense. Investors are asking if Bitcoin has already hit its bottom or if there will be more volatility in the future. At the time this was written, one Bitcoin was worth $29,260, and its 24-hour trade volume was a whopping $11.8 billion.